Author's note. This video is my review of Mickey's Magical Christmas Snowed In at the House of Mouse, based on Mickey Mouse by Walt Disney and Ub Iwerks, directed by Robert Sganaway and Tony Craig, published by Walt Disney Television Animation, starring the voices of Wayne Allwine, Russi Taylor, Tony Anselmo, Bill Farmer, Corey Burton, Tress MacNeille, Carlos Alazraqui, Eddie Carroll, Pat Carroll, Jody Benson, Robbie Benson, Peter Cullen, Jonathan Freeman, Jennifer Hale, Maurice LaMarche, Rob Paulson, J.P. Mannix, Mark Mosley, Paige O'Hara, Kevin Shong, Michael Welch, April Winchell, and special guest star John Cleese as the narrator for the Nutcracker segment. Rated G. Special thanks to J.C. Thornton for the Mickey, Minnie, and Donald models, plus the Wanda Young model. As a bonus, we will also review Mickey's Christmas Carol, based on A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens, directed by Bernie Mattinson, published by Walt Disney Productions, starring the voices of Wayne Allwine, Hal Smith, Will Ryan, Clarence Ducky Nash, Eddie Carroll, Patricia Paris, Dick Billingsley, and introducing Alan Young as Scrooge McDuck. Rated G.
Aw, it can't be that bad. Aw, no!
Tonight, you will be visited by three spirits. Listen to them. Do what they say, or your chains will be heavier than mine.
That's the way to do it, girls!
I never thought I would see today where I would review anything related to Walt Disney's Mickey Mouse. So to conclude 2024, I have a special review for you all, Mickey's Magical Christmas, Snowed In at the House of Mouse. And as a bonus, it also comes with a review of Mickey's Christmas Carol. So let's dive right in, folks. When a snowstorm blocks off the exits of the House of Mouse, Mickey Mouse decides to do a free show for all of the guests just to get into the holiday spirit, which includes a couple of Mouseworks shorts and Disney classics. But one duck who's stuck with the bad luck is calling humbug on Christmas.
What would you like for Christmas?
That's easy. What do for a date?
Do I really have to explain what makes a Disney cartoon great? Okay. Even though the animation you see is more of a made-for-TV animation special, it's still great. Yes, the colors are brighter and the backgrounds are a bit on the simpler side, but the movement done by the animators still carry that magic that makes it wonderful. And I do mean it, because that's the magic that carries traditional animation. It's something that Flash animation or even CGI has a harder time replicating, especially when one puts a pencil to the paper.
Bud, we'll have what he's having.
To be honest, I don't know who to relate to for this special. Mickey, who wanted to give everyone the happiest Christmas of all times, or Donald Duck, who wasn't in the best of moods. Come to think of it, sometimes there are people who aren't in the Christmas spirit who find it overwhelming in some cases. Sure, Donald got a change of heart near the end of the special, but I did find his view justified when the holiday season can be overwhelming in the end. Sometimes we do need a break from it every once in a while. Now, what this special came with are a couple of Mouseworks shorts, plus the Disney classic Pluto's Christmas Tree from 1952, which served as one of Mickey and Pluto's final classic shorts. That being said, there's a part of me that wished it also included the Donald Duck short Toy Tinkers. Yes, I know Pluto's Christmas Tree included Chip and Dale, but I prefer Toy Tinkers because I saw Donald Duck as a better rival to Chip and Dale, especially compared to Pluto. After all, Donald's far more sadistic to those chipmunks.
I'm scared, now.
However, the one Mouseworks short that you should definitely enjoy is The Nutcracker, a Mickey Mouse take on this classic ballet, which is both wholesome and funny at the same time. Mickey and Minnie were awesome as the Nutcracker Prince and Maria, Goofy was silly as the Magical Snow Fairy, and I actually did like seeing Donald Duck play the villain for once. Yeah, he's no Pete and he's no Mortimer Mouse, but sometimes giving Donald the title of bad guy is so worth it. Well, that and the unexpected ending to this short.
Get back here!
Oh, no! Now, believe it or not, Mickey's Magical Christmas also packed in the entire Mickey's Christmas Carol, released back in 1983. So what we're going to do is cover the entire special as its own unique review. Ebenezer Scrooge, played by Carl Banks' Scrooge McDuck, is a miserable, money-loving miser who puts profits over everything else, including the well-being of his own employee, Bob Cratchit. But the ghost of his late partner warns him of three spirits that will change his ways or doom him for good.
Molly, watch out for that first.
As I said, I don't really need to explain what makes a Disney cartoon great. Well, except for the fact that the backgrounds are rich and detailed, the color is well varied, and the animation is still top-notch. The team who was responsible for putting this special together did a great job at it, and proves that when it comes to animation, Disney is still one of the best of the business. Not the best, but one of the best. After all, animation is an art form.
Merry Christmas!
And a bah humbug to you.
Before Scrooge McDuck became a household name on DuckTales, we first got to know this iconic Disney character through this special. And it wasn't just being true to the Ebenezer Scrooge character that made him stand out, but also the performance of the late Alan Young, who gave us a great role with his character. Sure, we have David Tennant, who's the current voice of Scrooge McDuck, but Alan Young was the guy who made this character a legend in our books. And I still can't believe he also voiced Scrooge in the DuckTales video game from 2013. Now that's an achievement.
Well, it's about time. Haven't got all night, you know.
But it wasn't just Scrooge who made this special great. Other characters also helped carve out this special for the audience. Mickey and Minnie Mouse as Bob and Mrs. Cratchit with their children, and especially the frail but hopeful Tiny Tim. Jiminy Cricket from Pinocchio stood out as the energetic ghost of Christmas past. Willie the Giant from Mickey and the Beanstalk was the humble ghost of Christmas present. Even Big Bad Pete got in on the fun as the ghost of Christmas future. And what a scary ghost he was. Every character played their part well, even an unexpected one like Daisy as Isabel. Yes, even her, folks.
And a bah humbug. I mean, a Merry Christmas to you, sir.
My only complaint about this special? Back then, I didn't mind it was only a half hour long, as I didn't understand the benefits of being longer in time. Nowadays, there is a part of me that wish it was longer, mainly because it would help flesh out the characters even more and allow us to see more into the mindset of others like Bob Cratchit or even Scrooge's mentor Fezziwig. It's a shame, really. Sometimes an added length can really show off more of these characters, but other times it might not be a good idea if you don't add in anything of substance to them. Now, there are many reasons why I did this review. One is partially because of the inclusion of Mickey's Christmas Carol, but the other reason was to bring attention to both Mickey Mouse Works and The House of Mouse, two cartoon series that have been neglected in recent years by the Walt Disney Company. Yes, this movie can be rented on YouTube and Prime Video, and it can be bought on DVD, though it is on the expensive side, but not the rest of the series. And it's a shame, really. There are many who have never seen either Mouseworks or The House of Mouse. In fact, it's hardly the only series that can't be streamed on Disney Plus, rented on digital platforms, or even bought on DVD and Blu-ray. Sometimes, I wonder what Disney was thinking in neglecting its properties. Regardless of its quality, every animation deserves to be shown so that the audience can see if they like it or not.
Here's wishing everybody a Merry Christmas.
But regardless, I recommend giving Mickey's Magical Christmas a try. Even if you're doing this just to watch Mickey's Christmas Carol, it won't hurt to check this special out. Both stand out as a piece of heartwarming animation that deserves to be shared with friends and family. And that, as a fan of animation, is what matters the most. If you can, rent it on YouTube or Prime Video, or get it on physical media. You won't regret it.
Merry Christmas, Bob.
And God blesses everyone.
Donald, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Absolutely.